We're now going to add integers. Integers are numbers that are whole numbers, but they are negative or positive values. So we're no longer just going to have positive values. So as we start in on this, we need to keep in mind which numbers are positive and which ones are negative, because it's really going to matter. For our first example, we're going to start with a very easy problem, one that you already know, and I'm going to add 6 plus 4. Now, I don't want you to view this as I'm just adding 6 plus 4, which is obviously equal to 10. What I want you to notice is that I'm actually adding two positive numbers, and as a result, I'm getting a bigger positive number, 10 in this case. In the same way, I'm going to do now negative 6 plus negative 4. Now, sometimes I put a parenthesis around the negative 6, sometimes I don't. The negative 4 in this case, pardon me. Now, in this case, we need to notice that I'm now adding two negative values. So, you might have heard the expression, a negative and negative is a positive. That does not apply here. In this case, I'm in debt, say $6, and then I borrow $4 more, which means I now owe $10. So I'm negative $10. I've gotten more debt, so I get a bigger negative value. Now, as we look at both of these examples, they both have the same sign. When they have the same sign and I'm adding, it becomes larger, either a bigger positive number, like in the first example, or a bigger negative number, as in the second example. Now we're going to talk about, before I move on, I want to talk about that the result of adding something up is referred to as the sum, S-U-M. Let me write that down real quick. The sum. So I want to do one more example. So I'm going to go ahead and do negative 8 plus, and this time I'm going to put it in parentheses, negative 7, because you'll see both notations. Notice again, I'm adding two negative values. And the result is going to be a bigger negative value, negative 15 in this case. Next up, let's talk about what happens if the signs are different. Now we have an issue. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with negative 8 plus 3. I'm going to view this one like this. I have $8 that I owe someone, and I pay back $3 of it. I now still owe $5. The way that we do these addition problems, in reality, they're actually subtraction problems. So I actually go 8 minus 3, or 3 minus 8, however you want to view it. I know which sign is going to be, the negative on the 5 in this case, is because I have more negative values. So 8 has more negatives than 3. And so as a result, I have left over a negative 5. Let's try another one. I'm going to go negative 5 plus 11 in this case. Again, notice I have a positive value, the 11, and I have a negative value, the 5. When I add them up, the result is going to be, in this case, a positive value. In fact, it's a positive 6. It's like I owed $5, and I paid back the $5, and I have $6 left over, is a way that you could view that. Again, notice it's positive because there are more positives in this case. 6 left over, and more positives in this case. Let's try another one. Let's do negative 5. Oh, I just did that one, sorry. 4 plus negative 6. In this case, note that I have more negatives. The negatives are with the 6. So the difference between 4 and 6, technically it becomes a subtraction problem. If the difference is 2, and I'm going to have a negative in front of it. More negatives here. Which means my result is a negative 2. Let's try this next one. This one's going to be kind of opposite. We're going to go negative 4 plus 6. Notice, again, I have more positives in this case because 6 is bigger. Which means my result is going to be a positive 2. Now, you may notice, again, that we subtracted, and this is called addition. What we're going to notice as we go on with the class is the line between addition and subtraction are going to get very blurred. They're going to be kind of the same thing after a while. So there you have adding integers.